Oh, that's so awesome. Thank you.
Just once, okay? Yeah, feel the cold of your hand.
No.
Yes.
No. Oh. All right.
Close. Hey, so it's us again, part-time weekend ranchers, Jennifer and JC, and I was able to get a Friday off from work, so we are out here continuing to drive posts on the fence line. Additionally, if you can see behind us, there's a big burn pile. There's snow forecasted for this weekend, so we might be able to actually light the burn pile and then not worry about it spreading in case it does spread, which hopefully it doesn't, especially with the snow coming in. So we'll try to do that, and then I think that's about it. There might be a surprise later on, but we'll see if that actually happens or not this afternoon or tomorrow. More to come on that. Anything? No? All right.
Okay, so we're back at it again. As you can see, we went ahead and taped off. We put some T-posts in. We're gonna go get the skid steer now with a hammer, and we're gonna put in our posts where we want to end up. And as you can see, we put the flags out. We have a culvert that runs across the road from the county. So we're gonna put posts on either side. So that's why you see 3 T-posts out. So we're gonna drive those 3 posts in. And so as you see, we got the tape measure already put out, and every 8 feet we have the flags. And then we'll go ahead and do the string. I wanted to go ahead and show you some of the materials that we have to do this. So we have 2 100-foot tape measures, and of course the flags, and then we have the level, and then we have some string and a hammer and a screwdriver. So the screwdriver is really just to hold it in place, or you can use a stick. The hammer and the T-posts, I think that's kind of obvious what we use that for. The flags, the string is for later on to keep the line, and then the level, of course, as you saw in the last one, to keep the post level. So we're back at it again this weekend. This time we're at a little bit of a steeper spot. So as you can see, there's a bit of a lip this time that JC's sitting on. So I'm trying to be very careful. And it's about 20 degrees outside. So it's so moist. Right now the ground's wet because of the snow this week, that I can push it in and don't have to run the hammer, which is good for placement, but if you push it too far, then it goes in crooked. Now it's going to back up, flip around, slow it down. Also, because these are on the hill, we're going to leave them a little bit taller. So they're not going to go in as high. So they're going to be a little taller. Alright, moving to the next one.
Morning. So it's Saturday morning. We spent the night, Friday night, out here. We're going to try to finish punching posts this morning. And then I have my neighbor coming by. He's going to bring a seeder, a broadcast seeder, so we can put on the back of the tractor and try to put some clover in this morning or this afternoon. We're expected to get 6 to 10 inches of snow here in Livingston. So we're going to try to seed and then have the snow on top of the seed that'll push it into the ground. So it should work out, hopefully. It's 15 degrees outside, so it's extremely cold. It was a full moon last night. I think you can probably see that in the background. So it was very, very bright. It was beautiful out here, very quiet. So we'll see what we can get done this morning. So our neighbor came by and he dropped off the 3-point broadcast spreader. This was not the surprise that we had talked about. Hopefully that will be in next weekend, is what he's talking about. So we'll let you know how that goes and show you what that big surprise is. But we are going to try to put out some of that clover seed. As we stated, it's supposed to snow 6 to 10 inches a day, so, or tonight, and having that seed on the ground and then having the pressure of the snow while it starts thawing or melting actually pushes the seed into the ground. So as I mentioned, we've never done this before, so this is going to be a trial and error. I was talking to the neighbor and he was saying just trying to do 1 bag at a time per corral to see if we can fine-tune the mix. So he gave us some good advice and we'll see how it goes from there.
So special delivery last night, honey? Happy anniversary. I got you something steel. It is
Plastic.
But the bottom have a steel.
Yeah. 3-point broadcast spreader.
3-point broadcast spreader. Okay.
Okay.
How's it work?
So we hooked it up. It attaches to the PTO. I don't know what PTO stands for. It just sounds cool. And it drives it. So I'll actually turn on the PTO and that's what actually makes it spin.
Okay.
And then this is what will spin with the PTO and shoot out all the seed. It's very similar, I guess the theory or the design is very similar to like a handheld crank when you're trying to seed your yard or fertilize your yard.
So the seed will go into this
seed will
big
go in here. There's a lever that opens and allows a certain amount of seed to go down. So while you open the lever, it opens how much actually goes out at any given amount. So because the seed is so small, you want it just slightly open. So that will probably be as much as it is.
Oh, okay. More. Less seed. Okay, so since the seed's really small, you're going to probably have it open.
Right, so it'll be set at 0.
Okay.
And then there's a break.
And then it'll fall out here, and then these cups will go around
and shoot it out.
And broadcast it.
Yep.
Okay.
And that's it.
Pretty simple design.
Pretty simple.
Okay.
Fancy larger version of your handheld one.
All right, well, we have clover to spread, so let's...
This is a first for us. We have never done this before.
Nope.
So we'll see how this works.
So the reason why we got this spreader is we're required by USDA to put down some clover to mix in with the field to make it more rich, nutrient rich for the cows. So we have 3 bags of red clover and 1 bag of white clover. So the seeds are really small. That's the white clover. As you can see, they're really tiny. And this is the red. They're very, very tiny. So that's why the holes in the bottom have to be small. So, all right, so we're gonna pour some in. Can you get your guys' hands out of there, please, loves? Thank you. All right, can you guys back up? So when I say get your hands out, I didn't mean put it in the other bag. Okay. All right. So since this is our first time using this machine, we don't want to broadcast everything. We're going to try it out. So we're going to pour in probably 1/4 of the bag, see how it does, and then go ahead and do the rest. We're estimating probably mixing in part of the red and the white. Ooh, heavy bag. So what we're doing is layering it, kind of like a 7-layer dip. We're putting in white, red, a little bit of each, so that it'll evenly spread and distribute, and you don't have just white coming out and then that's it. So we're just layering it up and mixing it. So we're splitting up. JC's going to take Stella and do another first today, which is we're going to try that new broadcast spreader with the clover. And then Joshua and I, we're going to go and go pick up some garbage. We know some people were dumping some trash over at the end of the property, and we're going to go try and pick up some garbage today.
All right, we're going to continue broadcasting the clover seed. I took a little break. Some of the neighbors came by and they needed some help, so we're done with that. The kids and Jen were picking up trash, and they are thawing out at the house, and Sitka has decided to come help and supervise the whole broadcasting of the clover seed. So we got a couple of more corrals to finish.
So Joshua, what is your favorite thing that you like about the ranch?
When the sunlight hits us.
You like it when the sunlight hits?
Yeah.
When the sun rises in the morning?
And there's no clouds.
And there's no clouds. It's a very deep thought, Joshua. Ooh, look, a can. Okay, so here we are. It's a culvert where we're going to stop doing our fencing. And as you can see, people have been using it to put in garbage for quite a lot of years. But we only come down here when it's cold. There's a lot of junk in here. So me and the kids are going to try and pick up some of the junk. The tires and probably a lot of the containers have fuel and things in them. We're going to probably wait till JC comes back and we'll help pick out some of that stuff. So we're going to be careful and try and pick up as much of the garbage as we can. Okay, so there's still a lot to go. There's more tires and a lot of bottles and glass on the side. So we made a little bit of a dent. We got about 4 bags of garbage, and we're going to take back 1 empty bucket and an old fan. So, hey, it's not bad for about an hour to work, and we did pretty good. What do you think, guys? Save the environment? Yay! And Stella found a shell, something very unique, and it was pretty cool. So. And Joshua found a shoe. So, very cool. All right, guys, congratulations on saving the environment today. Okay, so we're leaving after a 2-day weekend. We went ahead and got the clover planted, which is the biggest win of the weekend, and we punched more posts. Like and subscribe.